Welcome back. Are you ready to get started with TechUI? Before we learn more on TechUI resources and how to install the software, join the TechUI community. You can get the latest official announcements from our TechUI team, as well as round-the-clock access to global TechUI experts, and engage in interesting discussions on use case implementations. Our main avenue to discuss anything and everything TechUI is through our Telegram group chat. This group chat facilitates a conversational style discussion and allows community champions to chime in conveniently. Don't feel shy about posting your questions there, as it will benefit others who can learn from your queries. We also have a community forum for TechUI at our AI Singapore community page. And a special forum thread has been created for TechUI learners like all of you, so feel free to post your questions and discussions there regarding this course. Moving on, let's take a look at the TechUI resources available. Head over to the TechUI GitHub page. At the top portion of the page, you can see the changes to the code base. Scrolling down a little gives us the README section, which describes what is the tool, who is using it, how to use it, and who takes credit for it, so on and so forth. There's also a menu bar near the top portion of the README section, and I'll be going through some of the links there. First is the usage guide. This brings us to the Read the Docs documentations page, with detailed descriptions and examples on how to use the tool. Next, the demo link brings us to a couple of demo flows, which hopefully is able to give you an inspiration on how you can adapt your usage to a similar use case. There are GIFs that show what the automation does, and also the actual flow in TechUI human language, which executes the automation. Next up, we have the slides link, which brings us to a deck of presentation slides, which is a good summary of TechUI that you can use to pitch to others to justify the use of TechUI in your organization. Now let's go back to the first link and click on Download v6.46 to get started. Follow the instructions on this link to install TechUI. First, download TechUI for Windows. Then, unzip the contents to your C drive. You may also unzip the contents anywhere, but take note of this file path when adding to your path variable in step 5. Let's briefly take a look at the contents of the software. We have a flows folder which contains some of the sample flows, as well as the source folder which contains the source code. Next, install OpenJDK for Windows. If you do not have Chrome browser, we recommend that you download it to run web automation. There is support for other types of browsers such as Microsoft Edge, but requires configuration for it to work. After this, add the installation file path, which is your path to the TechUI source folder, to your Windows environment variable. You can do this in the following manner. Bumping up the path to the top of the list will improve the efficiency of the tool. Finally, to test that the tool works, open up your command prompt and run this command. This will run one of the sample flows. And with this, we have TechUI up and running on your machine. Head over to the next video to see how you can install and use TechUI with the Microsoft Word add-in, which we'll be using to teach this course.